now. What do you guys think? Elena, yes? Would you like to hear him sing, everybody? All right, so I think it's time.
Time for me to sing?
Yes.
Okay. Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening at your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If you must go, no, I won't grieve. If you wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't tell you no. Just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
Okay, so I can't breathe.
What?
Do you guys understand what just really happened here? Do you really know who this man is and who just sang to you?
You're ready to go back out on tour.
Yeah.
He is touring.
Oh, you're touring right
He's
now?
still touring.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. Tell him where you're going to be in July and then August. Tell him, Ken.
Okay, in July and August, I'm going up to Ohio. Then I'm going into Michigan, where I have 3 shows there. And then we're working on, I'm going up through Canada. We're working on a show in there. And then going down into Maine, where I got, I think, 4, maybe 5 shows there. Then I'm coming over to see Jerry there. And then I got to go into New York and do a show. Then I got to go back up into Michigan and do 2 more shows. And then I'm coming home. I'll be gone about 8 weeks.
So in New York, you know, I want to come to the show.
Yes.
So where will the show be? Let's tell everybody, because the majority of my viewers.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Okay.
They're working. They're putting it together. The show's going to happen, but I don't know.
Okay. So ASAP, when you find out, Ken, let me know, because the majority of my listeners are local.
Okay? Honey, you'd be the first to know.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, you'd be the first. Yeah. I don't know exactly where yet. The fellow's going to call me and let me know, but it hasn't put it. But the show is going to happen. I know that. So.
So back in the day, so tell everyone who the other members of the casinos were.
Okay, you got Ray White, Mickey Denton, Bobby Armstrong, and myself.
Okay. And you're the only one still alive?
Me and Mickey Denton and Ray White are the only 3 left.
Oh, 3. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they're in Cincinnati, and they won't perform anymore. They won't come out. So I said, well, I'm going to, and that's what I do. And they the fun missing.
Wow, it's beautiful. So I know you met Elvis. You got to shake his hand. So tell us other famous people you got to meet.
Yeah, I've done shows with the Shirelles. I've done shows with the Platters. I've done shows with Shades of Blue, the Drifters, Little Anthony and the Imperials.
Wow.
Shirley Lee Lewis. I did. Yeah, I got an award for things that I do for the armed forces, and I sat right next, holding hands with Nancy Sinatra.
Oh wow!
And she's such a wonderful lady. And of course, I did. Then you could tell me goodbye, and then she got up and sang, "These boots are made for walking,"
Walking, yeah.
and she remembered all the words. Did great. So and it's on and on. I just this is what I was talking about earlier, that I've had the chance to meet such wonderful entertainers and people like yourselves, and through the years. So I wouldn't change anything about my life, except one. I would have married Cindy first. But other than that, my music has been great to me. It still is to this very day. And I just wish everybody in the world could do what I'm doing.
So,
Just simple.
did you say you met Jerry Lee Lewis? Was he one of them?
I did a show with him.
Okay, you did a show with him. So,
Mhm.
was he really that crazy?
Yes.
Tell us.
Oh, well, when he showed up, he was on one end of the stage, and his people that come in to set him up and everything was on the other. They wouldn't even talk to him. And so he just he had such an attitude about him. You know, when his head was so big, he had to open both doors to get him in the building. But I think, you know, after he left rock and roll and went into country, I think the country boys might have straightened him out a little bit.
Calmed him down a little, right?
Calmed him down, yeah. So he just did a show down here at the Strawberry Fest.
Oh.
And he's not in the greatest health. They had to help him out on the stage and put him on his piano stool, and then
Oh, that's sad.
he still plays the piano. And he does a great job, puts on a great show. But his attitude's a lot different now.
Well, he's also a lot older. Do you know about how old he is?
Oh, I think he's like 85, something like that.
Because he's older than, yeah, he's older than you.
Yeah,
Right,
he's
right,
older
right.
than me.
So, yeah, well, I mean, he's got, his attitude has to have calmed down by now. He also
You know,
needs help. He
It
needs
would be
people
good
to
to have the
help
one he used to at his age.
him, you know?
So, so yeah, and most people, especially Shirley, the Shirelles, what a lovely lady she is. I've always had a lot of fun with her. She's a great lady. She's still going strong.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Her shows, and things of that sort. The Platters, I mean, the Drifters, they're still going strong. I think there's 2 original members that's still with that. Bobby Hendrick, he's out in California. He's still carrying on. He's still doing shows.
Okay.
I think he just turned 80. I think. Itchy Twitchy Feeling. I don't know if you remember that song by the Drifters or not. Itchy Twitchy. That was Bobby Hendrick did that one, and so he did a lot of other songs with the Drifters, of course. And then Charlie Thomas is the lead singer of them now, and he's the one that keeps them all going. So they're still going strong. Shades of Blue, going strong, and just about all of them. The thing that P.J. Lubinsky, when he opened up that PBS show with all the old groups and stuff, they dug up entertainers that wasn't entertaining at all anymore and put them all back together. And
Cool.
of course, to this day, most of them are still entertaining, except the ones we lost since he started that show. But they're still going strong. He opened up a can of worms with that. It's the greatest thing on earth.
That is amazing, though.
Yeah, he's a young fella, and he just loves the oldies music, and he puts all original groups on there, and the shows are just fantastic. I don't know if you've ever watched them. They're not. It's the PBS show. It's P.J. Lubinsky.
No, but I think I will now.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
You have to watch that.
Okay.
It's just amazing, and all the beautiful music and the sounds they put on it. And they Dupree's. I've done show with the Dupree's.
So when you go out on tour and you're performing, do you still have that feeling you did when you were younger? Is it still that
great
same
question.
feeling that you have, or has it changed in any way?
No, I get excited, and then when I'm done performing, it takes me a while to wind down. It takes me time, and I just don't want to stop. Is my problem. You know, when I get started singing, I don't want to quit.
Yeah.
So that's what it's just. No, I still get that feeling. It's still in my heart there. And
Yeah, after I go to a show, I have trouble sleeping for hours. You know, like your ears are ringing and the adrenaline's pumping. So I can't even imagine what it's like on stage actually performing.
Oh,
It's
it's
an amazing feeling.
It is. It's a warm feeling that you're having fun doing something you really love to do, and it feels good that the audience accepts you for what you've done.
You like to hear an act.
And they like your act, and so that's it. It feels good all over. Period.
So, Ken, Pablo is telling me to tell you to tell them about Eddie Snyder. He wrote a song for you, Tony and Trish.
Yeah, it's called Eddie Snyder had he wrote 100 Pounds of Clay, Blue Spanish Eyes, and on and on and on. Beautiful hits. He wrote for Bing Crosby. He wrote for Wayne Newton, and things like that. And he put a song together called "Save a Place." I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's on that CD I gave you. And
Last song.
it's the last song on that CD. And he wrote that for us and said we could do anything we wanted to. So me and it's a band down here called Good Stuff, and it's a mother, father, and daughter team, and they're just fantastic. And so we recorded it, and of course we never done anything with it really. Guess we should, because it's a great tune.
You should.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on it. Is it on the back of that CD I gave you there?
Use your eyes for me, baby.
Save a Place.
Yep. Song
Yep.
17, last one.
Yeah. You'll have to listen to that.
I heard
Sure.
the whole CD, but now that I know about the song, I'll really listen to it.
I send it off to them.
Yes.
It always takes a few listens
Yeah.
to a CD to absorb it all.
Especially when you know there's a connection with the song now.
And we, Cindy always sends out, we have somebody's husband or wife will pass away, and we send that, and I believe we send it out to them.
I believe. I love it.
Yeah, that's Larry Chance and the Earls did that.
Forget it. So would you like to sing another song for us?
Well, I guess I could.
Okay.
Let's see, what do you want here, sweetie? How about, you're my love, you're my angel, you're the girl of my dreams. I'd like to thank you for waiting patiently. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. It wasn't on a Sunday, Monday and Tuesday went by. Wasn't on a Tuesday afternoon. All I could do was cry. But I made a promise that you treasure, that I made it back home to you. How I've waited for this moment to be by your side. Your best friend wrote and told me you had teardrops in your eyes. Daddy's home, Daddy's home to stay. I'm not 1,000 miles away. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You have to excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
This pollen down here is about half got me killed.
I have to say something. So, Gino, you can vouch for this.
I got to give a shout out. Okay, when you're
Go
done.
ahead, do your shout out.
This is really important. Frank Todd, who does a radio show, an oldies radio show on my station, has shared it to his group, and they all love it.
Thank
they
you,
shared
thank you.
the whole video and everything.
Thank you,
I
guys.
just wanted to give him a shout out. He's a great guy, Frank Todd.
Everybody out there,
Hi, Frank.
if you are enjoying this and you understand that this man here is a legend and brought you guys so much happiness with their music. Please share this video because we want to get this video out to everybody. He deserves it. Thank you. So,
Thank you.
so I have a question for you. So, when Josh was asking you, like, do you still get that same feeling when you're entertaining? Okay? I want to ask you something about that because there has to be something different because of the times and you're not with everyone from the same, you know, not your friends that were in the casinos. So it's got to be a little different, right? Do you ever feel that bittersweetness when you go up on stage?
Oh, I feel great. I mean,
Okay.
it's a warm feeling. I mean, it's a touching feeling to walk out on a stage and people recognize you and are happy to see you, and it's a world of absolute happiness is what it comes
Okay.
down to.
That's
To
beautiful.
me, that's what it is. I'm in a different world when I walk out there. I mean, it's like I change into something, and it's happy for me, and I feel that it's happy for everybody I'm in front of, and so that's the only way I can explain it. It's a happy, warm feeling for me.
So what I was going to say before, Gino, and I said you could vouch for me with this. We have a lot of entertainers, and they're amazing, and we have a lot of singers and dancers and all that on the show. Especially, you know, I have a lot of friends that are really cool entertainers. When I say to them, "Okay, sing," they'll be like, "Sing now," and I'm like, "Yes, right now." They forget the words. Is that you didn't do that? You did not forget one word, and you
Well,
just sang. And
Jerry,
go ahead.
I've been singing them for 64 years.
But wait, I have something to say about that. I knew you were going to say that, but I have something to say about that. You mentioned earlier how you guys would just go into bathrooms and start singing with no music.
Right.
Okay, that's the difference. So I'm not putting any musicians down today at all. But the majority of musicians today really can't just do that. They need their music. They need their notes behind them. You don't. See, that's, you know, I mean, I'm only 57. It's not like I'm in my 70s, but I grew up with oldies. So when I listen to doo-wop, I mean, I just love it. A cappella, I think it's the greatest. The majority of musicians today have a little bit of a crutch. They need the music. When I listened to you, I just said to you, you know, sing. And you said, okay. And you sang. Gino, something's going on with the Skype. We lost him? Okay. Let's get him back.
Can you call back, Ken, or have your voice? Oh, he can't hear me. How's it?
I think Cindy will handle it because I'm sure he'll know that we lost him. Okay. But Josh, do you agree with me with what I just said about musicians today?
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, there's actually been so many mistakes where people have been caught lip syncing, singing, and
Ken, are you there?
forgetting the words. You know, people forget the words to our own national anthem.
Okay. You're right.
Hold on. Ken, you there? Ken, are you there?
Here, hang on a minute. Let's see if I get here. Yeah, let me get back in here a minute.
Okay.
Oh.
We lost his picture, but he's
Yeah.
still there. Ken, are you there?
Yep, I hear them. They're trying to get it together.
Okay, can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Hang on.
Getting ready to
I'm doing
sing.
it on my phone. Here,
There you
here.
go. Okay.
Here, let me put him back on.
That's fine. Gino will fix it. There you go.
You got it?
You're
Try again, guys.
Hi.
Hold on. Let me get you going.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
Hi, Ken.
Hi.
So Josh and I were just talking about what I was saying, and let him hear what you said about people forgetting the words
Yeah,
and lip syncing.
A lot of people forget the words. They don't even want to sing their own songs. It's not very authentic. A lot of times you're sitting there, you're watching some program on television, and you're questioning yourself, is this person really singing? Like, it's like a debate in the room. You're like, I think she's singing. I don't. And then some people, you know, they'll forget the words to the national anthem, you know?
Right.
It's just amazing that, you know.
I was watching some old YouTubes of American Idol, one of those, I don't remember exactly which one, I think it was American Idol, and they actually stopped the girl from singing, and questioned that she was lip singing because it was so perfect, and she wasn't lip singing. They couldn't even believe that someone was able to come out there and do it that perfectly.
I remember that, Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. They stopped it and they said, "Is she lips? Are you?" And she was like, "No."
Lost him again.
We lost him again. Okay. We have some technical difficulties, but we're gonna get him back. Don't worry.
Hang on,
Yeah.
I got it.
I'm back.
Okay. There you go.
There you
There
are.
we go.
Better. Yay.
I don't know what happened. It went boink, and that was the end of it.
That's okay.
Excuse me. Well, I got these allergies down here, Jerry, so bad. When I go out in the morning, my truck is brown, but it's green. If you can imagine the pollen all over it, it just turns green. So,
Local honey. You need local honey. It cured all my allergies 30 years ago.
All right.
That's right. That's right. That does do it.
A teaspoon every day. Local honey. It has to be to you though. So it can't be local from far away. It won't work. Teaspoon every morning. You won't believe it. In 3 months, they'll be gone.
Oh, how to try that?
It's the truth.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that.
Saved my life, man. I was terrible. So anyway, so back to you with your voice, because I think that's really significant. Here you are at your age, still singing. You don't forget the words. You can just sing on cue. Sing, and you sing for me. There's something to be said for that. And that's what I grew up with, thinking that all singers should just be able to sing.
Yeah. I
And
wish
it was
everybody.
that doo-wop, the corner music, right? Bathroom music. So
Yeah.
great.
Jerry, the way I look at it, I have to be honest about it. Is I don't do anything to my voice or anything practices or anything like that. It just comes right down to it. Is I've been blessed.
That's right.
I've been blessed with this because a lot of the people that I grew up with that were entertainers, their voices are completely gone. And why that I can keep up like I'm doing, it's just beyond me. Except that other than I've been blessed to do this, and it's my purpose in life. I imagine, and that's why I always tell my audience that I'm going to do this another 74 years, and I hope every one of you guys are here with me. But
Well,
could you imagine the oxygen tanks and the walkers? They get a big charge out of it. So.
I think your time when you came up, it was a more authentic time for music. A lot of times people, it's not necessarily about the music anymore. It's about the image and the, it's almost like a reality show 24/7. So it seems like it was definitely more authentic when you came up.
Yeah. Like I told our friend Pablo, I said, Pablo, when you sing a song, you listen to the words and feel what you're saying and singing. You have to get into the song to perform it right. You have to feel it, what it means. Every meaning it has, whether it's happy or sad or whatever you're singing, but you have to get that thought. You have to get into the song itself. And when you do that, you become that song and you perform it in a great manner that way. So I've always done. So many times I know when I'm singing and performing, I lose the audience. I don't even realize that they're out there. I'm so into a song, and but then I kind of snap back from it. But I do that. I just get into my music. I love music. I love the sound. Anytime you're depressed, you feel bad, and things are wrong, turn on the radio and listen to the music, because it'll sure snap you out of it. And that's what I don't know what this world would be without music. I mean, it makes the world turn. All of the songs that they're written, they all have a meaning. That's something in your life that's happened. It's in a song, and you can feel all those things.
Has to be relatable.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I
that's
have a
that's what
question
I
for
do.
you. You
Part of
came-
my world.
You came up a while ago, way before my time. No offense.
Slap.
Sorry. But is there anyone that you? What do you listen to now? Is what I want to ask you. Do you have any modern artists that you've grown a liking to, or are you just sticking to what you know?
I stick to what I know and older.
All right.
Frank Sinatra things and stuff like that. I
Hold
like
on.
that.
Speaking of Frank Sinatra, so Pablo says he wrote "Strangers in the Night" for Frank Sinatra. Who's he talking about?
Eddie Snyder.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was you. I was like, wait.
Yeah, he wrote Blue Spanish Eyes, Strangers in the Night, and on and on and on. I can't remember all the songs that Eddie. If I had his
Lives here in Lakeland.
if I had his CD, I could read them off to you. But he lived here in Lakeland.
Okay.
We used to do a thing over at the Holiday Inn here every Tuesday night. It was just a get together. All the entertainers and stuff in Lakeland would come over there and they'd sing for free, and they would dance, and they had a buffet there. I think it was $9.95 all you could eat, and the place would be packed. And Eddie would come in and with his nurse, and he'd have a scarf around his neck, and it was like piano keys. And he was one of the nicest guys in the world. And every song that Eddie Snyder wrote, he wrote for his wife. And he was an entertainer. He was down in Miami. He's a piano player and playing a piano and singing. And he went out on break, and he seen this beautiful woman sitting on this fountain. And he sat down, talked to her for a while, and then one of the songs he gave me is, gosh, I can't think of the name of it now. He wrote for his wife, wanted to make sure that she felt the same way about him as he felt. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it now. It's a beautiful song. We
would know it. It's a popular song.
No. This was back in the 30s when he wrote this song.
Oh, but
he died at age 92. And he wanted to live to be 100, but he got pretty close.
That's pretty good.
I probably will too, because like I said before, I've only got 26 more years and I'll be 100.
Oh my! So at 100, you'll be singing in heaven, maybe. You know, God's not going to be done with you.
Huh?
God's not going to be done with you.
No, I'm going to go on and on and on, honey. I got a long ways to go yet.
You know?
I still feel good, and my health is pretty good. I got a little sugar problem and a little high blood pressure here and there, but other than that, I'm pretty good, and I feel good. I wake up every morning, and I'm just thrilled to death that I'm still looking down at the grass.
You know, you said something beautiful. You said that you were blessed with this voice, and
yes, ma'am.
You feel like this is your mission in life, and you're right. You know, and what I want to say about that is this, that everyone has a calling, and everyone is blessed with some talent, some art, and unfortunately too many people don't feel that they're good enough to follow their dreams. But I'm here to tell everyone out there that no matter what your dreams are, small or big, follow them, because sometimes you are blessed with things and God can use you. You know,
right.
and with you, Ken, like, you're right. God absolutely is using you. I mean, look at what you're doing. You're still bringing smiles to everybody when you sing.
Yep.
You know, and you know that.
Life is a dream, and you know, I do a song by Larry Chance and the Earls called "Life Is But a Dream," and I like that song because it's so true. It is a dream, and you have to follow your dream. You have to go right along with the things that you're doing. You know, I always wanted to be my mom and dad used to put me in talent shows when I was just a kid, and I won a couple of them, and I enjoyed it. I really liked it, and I never stopped from that point on. So my dream was to be a professional singer, and that's what I've done. I've followed that path, and I did everything in my power to do that, and it happened for me. And it didn't just happen for me; it's still happening for me. And I wouldn't change the thing. I wish everybody in the world could do what I'm doing, Jerry. I just wish they could.
What do you think stops people? What do you think it is that stop people from saying, I can do this?
Ambition.
Okay.
They don't have the ambition to do it. You have to want to do what you're doing. It's like a baseball player. He wants to play baseball. He don't stop in the middle of the game. You have to do everything, win or lose. You have to go. You have to take the good with the bad. And some people just don't stand up to the bad end of it. Now everything wasn't peaches and cream for me coming up over the years, and it's not for any of these entertainers. It's a hard road. It's not easy. I mean, you're not lifting heavy things and all that kind of stuff, but it's a very stressing and tiring job to do. But it's well worth it. It pays off for you, and so if you don't have the ambition and the power to go through the bad, then that's the end of it for you.
Yeah.
So,
You're right. So
yeah, you gotta hit hard.
to bring a little humor to this conversation here, I have a question for you. What do you think about like rap and hip hop?
Nah.
I know.
Just a lot of the rap stuff. If you can't sing a song without using filthy language and things of that sort, there's so much of that into that rap stuff. And I'm not going to tear down the artists that do it, because we all have our fads. As we was growing up, we did things that we do, but rap just doesn't touch me in any way.
So
I mean, it seems like they put words together that just rhyme, and and stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't say this stuff on the radio, but that's just the way I feel. And the rap.
No, I asked you.
Don't like my stuff either. You know what I
I
mean?
agree with you. Everyone I know loves rap for the most part, but there's never been that connection with me, and I think that the language it's not good for our culture, our society, and I wish more artists today could sing like you, and real meaning, and that everyone can enjoy.
Really? And,
I don't want to listen to
I
a
think
song
rap
with
would be
filthy language with my mother in the car. I'll tell you that.
rap
John
would be
Brecco
great.
is in the house.
Rap
Get
would
over here. You have to say hello to this legend. Come on, Brecco, get over here. Mr. Ken Brady from the original Casinos. He's on Skype. He sang "Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye." Come say hello. Introduce yourself.
I can't see him.
Ken Brady, what's up, man?
All right, he can't see you. Talk to him, and then he'll come over and let you see him.
All right,
Okay.
how you doing, man? You good?
He's got us in the middle of the screen. I can't see him.
Yeah, we'll just.
Oh,
there you go. Say hi.
There he is. Hey, what's up, man?
There you go. That's good.
They had a block in my face. I figured they didn't want to see me.
No, we love him.
I'm a pretty ugly bastard, so that's fine if they didn't.
No, stop person. Tell Ken about
Cut his
your
mic.
Cut his mic, Gino. Tell Ken about your show on Hamilton Radio.
I do a show called The Round Table. It's every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9:30. Sometimes I have food, and it's the only reason why Jerry likes the show.
I like the show because I love him.
That's what she likes to tell me.
So you call her anything but late for dinner, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
John Brecco, meet Josh.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
He wants to get into this as well, John.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. Your hands are sweating a little bit. Either you're nervous or
Yeah,
you're
nervous.
Either you're
First time.
Listen, man, either you're nervous or you're thinking about me.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to know what, so please don't answer.
Listen, cut his mic. I got this kid to do his first comedy act. He thinks it's a comedy show tonight. No. Shh.
I'm practicing,
All right.
Jerry.
So, Ken, I have something I
need
want
a
to...
gimmick, remember? I gotta stay in character.
A gimmick. I want to tell you
I know
something
it.
about rap and hip hop. We were talking about rap and hip hop before you got here. So I want to give a shout out to someone. His name is Randy Shank. And he was on my show a couple of times. He's a young man who does hip hop, because I don't want to say it wrong, because I said rap one time and it's not. And he moved away and he's coming back, and he's going to be a guest on my show in a week or so. I'll let everybody know when. But he was, and I love him, and he's an amazing hip hop artist. I don't like the vulgar language, but when he comes on my show, he keeps it clean for me. But the reason why I love him so much is he was the first one to ever really explain to me why they sing what they sing and how they sing it. And he said, Jerry, he said, everyone has a story and everyone has a past. And he said, and each generation exhibits it differently. And, you know, when we look back, like you were saying before, Ken, you know, my grandparents, they used to shake their head at everything I did. Okay?
Yeah.
And, you know, I now shake my head at the stuff my grandson does. And so I guess that's going to be a forever thing with all generations. But he said to me, their generation doesn't know how to express it. That's the only way they know how to. So he made me understand it a little bit. And he's so respectful. And when he comes on my show, he keeps it clean. And he's just a beautiful, talented young man. So I'm going to let you know when he's on, and you can listen in, Ken.
I will
You'll
do
be
that.
excited about that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I look at the rap and stuff like that. The music, it would be fantastic if they just left the words off of it.
That's what I say. Listen, I feel he knows how I feel about that. But Randy Shank, I love you. You know that. So, but you'll listen to him, and he will keep it clean for me on my show.
That's good.
So.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about anything else? What would you like to ask him?
You know, I have an album myself. I'm not musically talented like yourself, but I did a Christmas album, 6 songs, 1 original, 5 covers. I'll have to send you a copy. I'll sign it for you and everything.
So you wrote it?
Oh my goodness.
I had my producer write a song for me.
Okay. Are you singing on it? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm singing. It's not good, but it's funny.
But
Hey,
can't
you
we
know
have
what?
you sing?
I would love to listen to it then.
Can't
if
you
it's pretty
sing
funny.
something?
I'm not gonna sing
Okay.
today. I haven't
Okay.
done my vocal warm-ups.
This is what I mean.
He all of a sudden has laryngitis.
Yeah,
everybody.
I'm just coming off a cold, and I had my tonsils removed this morning, so I can't sing.
Oh
but,
my God! I think I had my wisdom teeth taken out. They were
Yeah.
there a second ago, but
Yeah.
they're gone now.
So I'm having some vocal issues, but I'll definitely send you a copy. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Well, I would like a copy as
Yeah,
well. Wow.
I'll make a copy for
Okay.
everyone. So
This is so cool.
the album art is incredible. I had a producer. We did it in 20 hours during finals week my freshman year. My mom's my biggest fan. So it's
Did you
pretty
fail
awesome.
finals that semester?
That was the best finals I ever did.
That's a good job.
So
That is
just
a job well done.
imagine, Josh, you are going to be autographing your album and sending it to a legend.
Yeah.
Did you ever think?
I didn't think I'd make it this far. No, I didn't think so.
Gosh, I'll have to send you one of my CDs.
This is amazing.
Yeah, we'll trade.
Yes.
We'll trade CDs. It'll be
We'll trade
awesome.
CDs. Yeah, I'll send you one of mine and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't sell mine on eBay or anything.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I can't play it on eBay.
The only thing you'll remind me of then is a Weird Al song. Sold it on eBay.
See, he's even singing.
You got the voice.
Yeah, I guess. Probably for your
Oh,
album.
Hey, Jerry, can you see who's here with me?
Hi, baby. Mwah.
That's my daughter,
Hi. Hi,
Hello.
beautiful. What's her name?
Ginger.
Hi, Ginger. Adorable, adorable.
That's my little girl.
The first thing I noticed was the dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Adorable. So, all right. Would you like to sing one more song for us?
Yes, ma'am. But
would love
before I do that, I want to tell you something.
Tell us first. We're going to
Yep.
close with you singing a song, so tell us. We'll still talk now.
Okay, it's Harvest Hop Party Cruise 2018 I'm going on. It's featuring good stuff along with special guest Ken Brady of the original Casinos. It's on November 19th through the 24th. It's going to where's it going? I don't know where it's going. Tampa to Grand Canyon, Cayman, and Cozumel.
Okay.
So that's on 2018.
And Cindy, you can
it's
post that.
Thanksgiving.
Let Cindy post that to my wall also, and I'll share it
Okay.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving week, so you don't have to
Oh, okay.
cook.
That's
And
right.
we have 2 turkeys that are going to be there.
I'm one of them.
Should I be the other one?
We have a fat turkey and a skinny turkey.
Oh my
I'm
god.
the fat one.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
definitely
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'll do that song I was telling you about. The Life is a Dream.
Yes. But before you sing it, we're going to close out at 6 tonight, so we have about 5 more minutes left. Before you sing it, let's talk a little bit more about you.
Okay.
I do have a couple more silly questions. All right? Do you have any photos of you and your, like, your leather back in the day, your greased hair, all that good stuff?
No, but I wish I did. I'll tell you what
Why?
happened. I had a house up in Cincinnati on a lake, and I went out to do a gig one night, and I had in my den I had gold records of artists and stuff that I sang with around the walls, and pictures of me of all the groups I sang with and all this stuff. And I had a fireplace in my den, and I had one up in the master bedroom. Well, when I came back home, there was the only thing standing was 2 sticks.
No.
Yep, I lost everything in that fire. I even lost a dog and a parrot.
No, I wish I didn't ask that question now.
Yeah, well, no, that doesn't bother. But everybody tells me, say, Ken, you know all these people. Just to have your pictures taken again and stuff like. I said, no, we're all old men and old ladies now. I want when we was young kids doing these things, But the house burnt down and all the stuff in it, but it didn't take any of my memories at all.
I love you. I mean, even with that, this guy is so positive and amazing, right?
I mean, that's not going to go away, so he's right.
But that hasn't broken him, John.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my thing, right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
They can't take your memories, no matter what happens. So I've got all those wonderful memories. I can spot myself in every show that I've done. I can see backstage the conversations we've had, and things of that sort. So that's still with me. I just can't show you, but I can tell you the stories and things of that sort. So it's still with me, and it always will be. So
I just think you're now even more of an amazing man than I thought before, because that is such an empowering story for others to hear. So beautiful.
She's buttering you up so you can feel good when you sing.
Oh my goodness, I don't need to butter him up, honey. He's just amazing. All right, before you sing, we're going to close out with you singing. Before you sing, I want to say my thank yous, and then you can say anything else you would like to say about what's happening with you, and then we'll close out with you in song. Okay, so I want to thank you, kiddo, because I love you, and I think you're going to do really well here. So I hope your dreams get fulfilled, okay? And you know not to stop following your dreams, Sweet Pea, okay? God is good.
Thank you very much.
Can I know what his show's going to be on?
It'll be one of my Thursdays I'm going to give him.
Oh, okay.
Might be like the second Thursday. We'll talk about that, okay? John Brecco, you know I love you, man. Love you, love you, love you.
Love you too.
Okay, and you guys can talk and be on each other's shows. That would be cool.
Sure, that'd be awesome.
So everybody out there in Facebook land, you are welcome. You are welcome. That the Jerry Petito Show on HamiltonRadio.net brought to you a legend. You are welcome. Your free concert tonight. Ken Brady, I thank you so much. I thank you for a few things. And I thank you, Pablo. You know that. I love you for introducing us. I love you for calling in on my birthday show that night. That meant the world to me. I love you that you and I now can talk on our cells anytime we want. If I call you to bother you, you actually pick up. And I love it. And you're like, hi, Sweet Pea. You make me feel so good. You have brought so much joy to everyone in the music industry. You have brought so much joy to me, okay, as a young kid. I love your music, especially that song. You know that. And when you called me that day, I thought I died and went to heaven. And I want to thank you for that. So now you say whatever it is you want everyone else out there to hear about you, and then you can close with song.
Yep, just to keep the old music going. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Thank you for your friendship, and thanks everybody there for everything that you've done with me. It's a pleasure for me to be on this show because it's absolutely one of my best favorite radios.
I love you. Wait, before you do, wait, we have to, he's going to be here in person. Forgot that, guys. We don't know the exact date yet, but in August, him and his wife, Cindy, will be here live on the Jerry Petito Show on HamiltonRadio.net. Okay, finish talking.
Get that center seat?
Oh, yes. You get this seat. See, no. You don't get the center seat. You get this seat because I will co-host you that night, darling.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
That'll be great.
Excited now.
Yes.
I can't wait. Make sure all the snow's gone, will you, Sweet Pea?
It will. I love that, Sweet Pea. It will in August, I promise.
Okay.
The 9th.
It'll be August 7th through the 9th. I'll be there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So we get them all going.
Okay.
Everybody listening in Radio Land.
There you go.
And God bless every one of you. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to get there to actually meet you in person.
Now sing for us, baby.
Yes, ma'am. If you take part in my life, my love, that is my dream. Life is but a dream. It's what you make it. Always try to give. Don't ever take it. Life has its music. Life has its song of love. Life is but a dream, and I dream of you, strange as it seems. All night I see you. I'm trying to tell you just what you mean to me. I love you with all my heart, adore you and all your charms. I want you to do your part. Come here to my open arms. Life is but a dream, and we can live it. We can make our love none to compare with. If you take part in my life, my love, that is my dream.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I love
Oh.
you, Ken. I cannot wait to meet you guys in August.
Thank you, Ken. Amazing.
Isabel,
You're
the first
welcome.
thing I
You're
thought of was
so-
row, row, row your boat gently down the stream when he said the title.
Oh, life is but a dream, right?
Yeah, that's just the first thing I thought of. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you, Ken. I
Thank you.
love you.
Love you too, sweet pea.
Bye.
Yeah.